Hi, welcome to Sonic Sunday School, and we've got one more gig left as I'm sitting in and filling in for this band whose guitarist up and quit. They had a couple of gigs set up and he just split, so I'm doing a couple shows for him. One more show next weekend. We just have a regular band practice this weekend, but that hasn't stopped me from trying to just practice. And I've been practicing the song through the week, but now that we get the weekend here, got my acoustic out. I already recorded one song, and now it's time to do a little playing on the acoustic to get some finger strength up. Realized I haven't played the acoustic for a while, and calluses are kind of gone as far as acoustic playing goes. All I've been playing is electric, so it's time to get that built back up. I kind of neglected it while I was learning all these songs for this band, but since I do some acoustic stuff, like get an open mic night or something, I kind of need to keep everything up. And I did learn a new song and recorded it tonight, but I try not to do too many covers on this channel since copyright and all that. So I don't post those songs here. I just talk about guitar, talk about learning technique, But with all this I've been doing for this band, I still haven't had a chance to sit down and figure out exactly what I want to do for like a standalone lesson. I have a series worked out that I want to do, but it's going to take days for me to put all that together because I need to record backing tracks and all this other stuff, and I don't really have the time to do that right now. So you're getting a lot of talkie videos and less lesson stuff. I am playing different guitars for this show. I've decided that I'm playing my Chapman ML1, and I'm taking my natural bodied Strat as the backup. Also, I don't know how many of you play out regularly or have PA where you mic the amps instead of just playing super loud. But I've got my 80 watt Roland Cube, and I used that at the last show, and I didn't turn it up above 2. I also have a 30 watt Roland Cube, and it has a couple of different, I'm looking at it, that's why I keep looking away. It has a couple of different models than the 80 watt. They were made in different, actually drastically different years, several years apart, where, Roland changed things. And I really like the, it's got like a classic stack. For the type of music that this band plays, that's actually a little better than the metal stack that the 80 watt has. So, since I didn't get to turn my 80 watt cube up above 2, because it was mic'd, I'm guessing I can probably turn this one up to about 3 and it'll be just fine. And I'll get to use the model I want to use for the live performance. Plus it's smaller and lighter. That's always nice. I did, maybe I'll review it for the next week. I bought an amp stand because I wanted to be able to get it off the ground and point it at me. So I bought one of those, tripod amp stands, and it worked really well. I had never owned one before. The previous band I played in, we ran effects processors straight into the PA, so I never used a guitar amp until recently, outside of something small for practice. And even then I spent most of my time practicing unplugged, just because other people live here and it was just easier. It wasn't until a few years ago that I started playing the acoustic guitar more often. So generally, all my time will spin in here. Quietly playing. Nobody could hear. Heck, I could play while everybody was in bed in the middle of the night. Nobody cared. I did get the headphone amp that I do use sometimes now. A lot of times that'll be a late night thing if I want to play, and maybe I want to go out into the. We've got a little sitting room off the patio where I want to play, hear amp. I don't have to drag an amp out there, and if everybody's in bed, the headphone amp works just fine. If I'm in here, most of, like my practice cube here, my little 10 watt, has a headphone plug-in. I've got my headphones right here, and I'll just plug into that and play while I'm sitting here. But if I want to travel, move, I'll just plug that headphone amp in, go out and sit in a chair and watch the stars and play guitar. Since an acoustic or plugging into an amp would wake everybody up, that's what I do. Alright, well, it's kind of a rambling video this time. Nothing important to say, but yeah, just some changes I'm going to do for this show than I did for the last show. We have a different person running PA, which is good because I was not super impressed with the last guy. We actually had a pretty good turnout, which surprised me, since it was kind of a last-minute thing for this location. The venues changed a week before we played, so I was kind of surprised that anybody was even there. And we'll see. I've got some people coming to this next show, so then we'll get some people in. It's my last show with them, and we'll get some people out there and rock some faces off before I put this project in my past. Alright, well, hope everybody is having a good weekend, good week, whenever you're watching this. And keep playing, and I'll talk to you next time.